There's a sense of urgency to get this money that people are giving out right now, right? And you all teach people how to get this funding, right? But how do I prepare to get money from a bank? What do I need to start? Because before we get into what to do with the money, let's secure the money first. But the securing of the money comes with some responsibility on the part of the person. What is that responsibility? What has
as far as like the requirements to apply?
Yeah, so the first, we like to get the personal credit together. So you have to meet certain criteria of what the banks want you to meet. Once you meet those criteria, then you're eligible to be able to get access to the capital. So that's along the lines of having nothing negative. A lot of people always have like little medical bills, like I only owe this, I only got this little account, and it's like, well, the banks see that you're not even responsible with $100. Why would we lend you out $10,000? It doesn't make sense.
Like your cousin.
Yeah. So make sure everything's a clean slate. No negative, no late payments, no derogatory marks, no collections, and then we also have to build it properly as well.
Okay, hold on. Let's back up. Because we're saying make sure there's no lates, make sure there's no negatives. But if I'm in a position where I have lates and I have negatives, is it a wrap for me?
It is not a wrap for you. We have to take care of it though immediately and like now, because it's a process. It's not always going to be overnight that we can clean it up or get it back to, straight, but you have to go through the process.
Gotcha.
So that's the process of cleaning it up, credit repair.
So this is where I'll fall off with the credit repair cleaning it up situation. This is what gives you guys this information. Hey, Jay, I need you to clean up my credit report. That's not the way credit report works or credit repair works. There's no cleanup. There's no legal, legitimate cleanup. If you messed up and you didn't pay your bills, or you messed up and you were late on paying your bills, that information is supposed to be used against you to represent exactly who you are in your ability to borrow and pay back. So what I don't understand is why adults who have made it from childhood to adulthood and still living can't understand the fact that at some point in time, somebody must be held accountable for financial malfeasance. And it's you. So when you come to me saying, hey, Jay, I need you to clean up my credit report, I'm going to say, no, I don't clean up credit reports. What I do as a credit repair specialist is I will write letters that will try to force an investigation into accounts that you have in question as to the accuracy, completeness, fairness, or validity of their reporting. That's all a credit repair specialist can do. There's nobody out there that can legitimately get your credit report cleaned up in 30 days, 90 days, 6 months. Anybody saying that, you need to run in the opposite direction. Dispute letters are called dispute letters for a reason. They're called dispute letters because you're disputing information in the hopes that if the banking institutions are not doing what they're supposed to be doing by completely, fairly, accurately, and validly reporting your information to the credit bureaus, if they're not doing it, that's what will force a deletion or removal from your credit report. But it is a process to find that out. Please stop just believing, oh, we got to clean that up. We got to clean that up. Credit cleanup don't exist. Never has, and it never will. My question I pose to you is, if credit cleanup truly exists, the hell are we doing reporting for credit anyway? If it's just that simple. Make it make sense.
You have to educate yourself on it, because a lot of people is a little gray area with paying other people. You can do it yourself if you educate yourself, or there is people out here that will be able to clean it up for you. Just got to pay.
Do you help with that?
I transition more into the getting you access to the capital and now business growth more so than just credit repair. I used to do it, so I started at. Shout out to RPX.
Now, what I want to ask you guys, I want to put this question out there. If anybody is helping people clean up their credit reports, and you can seemingly charge whatever you want to get somebody's financial life back on track, why would you ever leave that industry? Why would you ever leave the industry? If cleaning up credit is truly a thing and it works, and you could just pay somebody to get it cleaned up, why would you ever leave an ever-growing industry where there's seemingly an endless amount of customers that will pay you beyond your wildest dreams to fix their financial lives? It's because it don't really work like that. And people like this, they tell on themselves because they'll say, oh, I used to clean up credit. Why would you ever stop? Why would you not just put a company in place, set your company up like I have mine set up, have employees that follow the same process that you follow to just clean it up. It's because cleaning up credit doesn't exist. There's a reason why I have 500 customers and not 5,000 customers. It's because I tell the truth. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell you flat out, I have the same power as you do to dispute the credit items or the accounts on your credit report. I'm just doing what you can possibly do. I just probably know how to do it a little bit better. But there are no guarantees here. Ain't no credit cleanup. If I hire a woman to come clean my house and I walk in here 6 hours later and I done paid her and my house is not clean, I'm gonna ask why it ain't clean. This is why so many of you guys are disenchanted when it comes to credit repairs, because we don't tell y'all the truth about what it really is. We do not tell you guys that credit repair is simply investigating the accounts in your credit file, and that there's probably an 80% chance that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Or even if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, there really is no other solution besides continuing to send letter after letter after letter after letter, unless you have relationships with attorneys who can then sue on your behalf. But even then, most of the times those attorneys will tell you this is not a suable offense. I want you guys to start getting the truth. So some of you guys might not like me doing videos like this because it does expose a little bit of information. It does remove the finesser's mentality from this process, but I need you guys to get the truth at all costs.
But I don't do it anymore.
Gotcha. So you started with credit repair, and then you moved into, let's just get funding. Let me work with the people who are in somewhat of a position to do it, right? Who are like responsible.
Yeah, for the most part. If you meet these criteria, then we can get you access. But otherwise, I can send you to someone, a resource of mine to be able to clean it, and then you come back to me.
I actually trust you more with the funding because you did credit repair first. So you got to understand the game. What are you saying?
Just so people watching, like those type of individuals don't feel left out, it's a lot of ways, even without going through full credit repair, that you could fix your credit. Like, for example, for me, when I first started, I had a 520 score. And what some of the things you could do is, like, let's say if you have a collection or you're late payment, you could literally call up whoever the creditor is and just say, hey, look, listen, if I pay you this, can we do a pay to delete letter? So that's one of the things I did early on. So who did I owe? I owed Sprint. Sprint send you your last bill.
Sprint, bro.
So remember when in the beginning when I told you guys, I guarantee that if you go through their credit card statements, you'll see that they probably studied under him 500. So I heard my man say, shout out to RPX. I didn't know what RPX was. So I went into Google. I looked it up. And sure as shit, him 500. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. It just proliferates down the line. Just a new one born every day. A new set of dudes that come from the same lineage every single day. Every 3 months or so, you'll see podcasts, and it'll be another set of dudes talking about we putting together a collective to try to get people information that'll help them build wealth. They all come from this. And this man came from Jay Morrison. When Jay Morrison fell off, he took over. Now, I've heard that there's some gems in Recession Proof. I haven't taken the course yet because I'm not going to throw $3,500 at this man like that. I don't need it. But I don't be lying to y'all, man. I don't be lying to y'all. Let's keep it pushing.